Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it is, of course, Siege Night. This is the Thursday Siege, and we shall be bringing you the French versus United Kingdom. Wow, a lot of history behind those battles. This is the fort that is being defended by the French side, as you can see. Now, on the French, you've got a combination of the 70th, the 77th, the 78th. It's all the 70s today on the French side. And for the Brits, we have the Black Bruns, the NR7, 1TE, the 4E, of course, 37th Foot, 37th Light, the 5th Brigade, 95th, and so many people in there. Now, let's have a look at our numbers. 91, 88. That's all pretty good. So, let's see. This is the fort, so you can see there. Ladder, ladder. Now, they've obviously got spikes down the bottom here. Also over here, by the ladder, and then a ladder to climb up as well. And Charlie the Turtle has just drowned. I've no idea how the hell that happened. So, a definite shout out to Charlie the Turtle for drowning in a map where there's no water. Go figure. Anyway, these ladders can't be taken down. So, you can see that they've got to get rid of those supports there. Now, you've obviously got all of these little various mini keeps. You've got another ladder here. And if I remember rightly, there is also over here the bridge. And there happens to be a cannon here too. Now, said cannon is being mastered by young Joseph, of course. He of cannon fame. Who's this? Ah, Major Budgenator. From the 37th Art, along with the Demon Dan. So I think Joseph is over there. They're having fights over the cannon. So a little bit of a fight there going on between the cannon. A little bit of now, the trouble is they've got to pay attention because the 1TE is now coming up the stairs. So there we go. Gunner Joseph has now been dealt with. So, and he was kind enough to actually load the cannon for the Budgenator. So all looking good. So you can see there, they're now loading. They can now fire from this side. And, the two-dimensional bird smiles upon this siege. Always a good sign. Anyway, so here is the fort. So you've got essentially two sections. I suppose you could say a sort of a northern section and a southern section. But within the southern section, let's just say that's north, just make it easier. That's where the northern church is. So, essentially, let's see, does this flag follow? It does. The flag follows us round, so I can't say whichever way the flag is pointing is north because it moves according to the camera, which is slightly cheaty, but anyway. This is the inner keep, complete with a flag upon what I would say looks very scaffold-like. If there wasn't a flag here, I would expect there to be a noose. Or maybe this is what they hang cadets by their underwear from if they shoot one of their officers. This is a possibility. So you can see that will be the inner keep defence area. You've got these here as well. Whoops, no you haven't. You've got these defensive doors, which obviously can be taken down. That's going to give them a problem. So, this is the entrance. Now look at this. This is brutal area. You've got these areas up on the side here, and these areas for them to shoot down into the keep area and deal with it. Now, look at that door. That door is destructible. And this old China is a portcullis, therefore not destructible. That could become a very nasty channel in. So breaching is going to be all important in this battle. Now, let's see what they decide to go. So it looks like they may have gone for a breach, but the trouble is a breach there is not going to be of much good. You can see an attempt by the Brits to get in there from Black Bruns. There's Dino Spirit. Now, they've been trying to get their way up there, but unfortunately they were unsuccessful. Being guarded by Gunner Charlie the Turtle, of course. You don't mess with turtles in battle, because they'll just hide inside their shell. So, what you've got over here is an opportunity for them maybe to bust a hole in the wall, which is exactly what they are looking to do. So the 37th Artillery doing their thing, as we've now got the 4E making a push in. Well, okay, Philippe unfortunately won't be pushing much further, And you've now got... This is back at the spawn, so let's see if we can get back here. Here we go. So you can see this is essentially where the 4E were pushing in from. You've got this guy over here, Dutch Ref, who's shooting in from outside the fort. There's John Oxford from the 4E. And this fellow there, Claudius Burlame. So you've got this little sneaky cadet sticking around here. Look at this. Oh, he's got... Oh, poor old Dutch Ref. Very sneaky of him. Very sneaky indeed. Definite promotion for sneakiness. So, poor old Dutch Ref. Anyway, so Auriculus there with a nice kill with the mortar. So you can see mortar placement there. You can also see cannon placement. There we go. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? That's a big old cannon. And then over the other side you have essentially symmetrical cannon. And the mortar a little further off. Let's see, what do we have over here? Another mortar. So there's multiple mortars. And these guys are moving in and trying to make their way up this entrance. Now, this is obviously a good entrance to try and get up. Quick access to the building. Now, you can see what they're trying to do is blast a hole in this wall. Now, if they can blast a hole in this wall, this means that they've got a chance of getting through. Also, possibly this wall. So, we shall just have to wait and see how they decide to progress. Who are these guys? The 37th Light, led by Green Badger. Loads of rabid Scotsmen charging the fort. You've got to watch out for them. Dangerous goings on. So you can see the 78th. They're now guarding and trying to take out the North Church. So you can see here. Oh, no. Oh, no. They just lost their cannoneer. Face down in the dirt. Poor lad. So here is KOA and R8. And you've also got these fine fellows here from KOA doing their best to try and offer some covering fire to the cannoneer who will be in that position. So there's Lindblom. He is in and trying to do the cannon thing. But the trouble is these guys, the 77Y, are going to be targeting him because he is the biggest threat to them in the northern direction. There you go. See, look, they've just killed him. So a nice shot there from the 78th. George Smollett as well. So these guys doing a good job of keeping that cannon suppressed and preventing a breach on what would essentially be that weak area there. So Dirty Morth with a reply into the 37th Artillery, the Budgeonator and Gaz guy. So this is the area of the cannons. So let's see who's down here. There is, of course, Monsieur Bong Ripper. The Ripper of Bongs. Oh, heavens above. That was a lovely shot. Bong, unfortunately, now down 2 members. That was a beautiful, stunningly beautiful shot there. Ah, it is the rubberized one. And, of course, his colleague with a big ball in his hand. Nothing new there. As we're looking at Dirty Morth, as you can see, he's very dirty. And the remaining members here. Now, let's have a look. There's Marksman, Textilium and Requiem. So they put a lot of the marksmen here on the right hand side. Oh, well, Brad Apple's not so much a marksman as he is an expert catcher of bullets. Now this is interesting. Look at this placement here. A bunch of the 37th foot now waiting here with Colonel Barbs. Now, for those of you who are wondering, is that the real Colonel Barbs? Yes, it is. However, he is in an unusual state as he is currently vertical. So, let's see what's going on. Now, here's another cannon over here. Now, who are controlling there? They're the Black Bruns and Lieutenant Joran. So, there we go. There's a breach in the corner of the fort. That's now the weak point. This is what they've got to try and exploit. But you've got plenty of defenders here. And Mao's obviously trying to deal with any breaking of rules because essentially it means free kills, but it's don't leave in groups of less than 6. So, you know, because otherwise it's like constant drip, 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 so to speak. And as you can see, Auriculus taking opportunity of that and killing loads of people. So you can now see this bunch over here are going to be making a push in at some point. Now, here we go. Let's follow the Colonel Barbs in. as he is dodging the bullets left, right and centre. There's a lovely cannon coming in. There we go. It's now a normal game. Colonel Barbs is a corpse. Oh, poor old Colonel Barbs. So, never mind. And more of the 37th foot being taken down as they're trying to push in. Here we go. Looks like we've got a little bit of a fusillade going on. There's Cadet Cubez in there as well. You've got Light Arnie. And it be Frodo. Ah, new cadet. Hello, new cadet. And over here is obviously Textilum. You've got Hammer Stout. You've got Umbra. Cryogenics. Was that Cryogenics? Yes, it was Cryogenics as well. So, let's see. Now you've got Snarfy in there as well. And Cannoneer Natter on the guns today. So, Killing Guy in with the cannon. Lortano also assisting on the cannons. So it's all looking good so far. And the only area I think we've got of breach is on the far left-hand side. So Professional Troll there, catching a cannonball from the Naze Blaze. Now have they... There we go. They've now got a breach on the opposing side as well. This is great. But the trouble is, this is a killing zone. Coming across the bridge as tight as that, in lines like that, against multiple troops who are firing, and they appear to be very accurate today. Lots of kills from the 77Y. Outraged Bunny. Great name. Love that name. And let's just see. There's Dutch Ref in there as well. Cadet 4GZ. And Cadet White Knight. And there's 78th Colonel Jigsaw. Looking resplendent as usual. With members of the 78th guarding that wall. So all looking very good. There's George Smollett and there's Invitational Immortal. So it looks like now the members of the 78th are pulling back off of that wall. 4GZ staying up there. Now who's this moving in? Looks like we've got Blackbrun's Major Cabela. Oh, taking multiple shots. As it looks like they're now moving in. Let's see if we can get back to where they are. So you've got this guy here who's doing the cannon-ins. Whoops-a-daisy. English beef with a team kill. I know what they're going to say. It's only a cadet, but, you know. These are all bodies. These are all bodies. So let's see who that is. There's Goon in there. He's going in for a bit of stabby goodness at the entrance to the fort. Who's that? Commander coming out? Look at that. Oh, Ericulus. Oh, heavens above. A nasty, nasty explosion there. Oh, dear. And a compliment spore name. So... There's Bill the Butcher from the 77Y, along with Tommy Lee, and there's Midgarder making his way in. So, H.E. Pennypacker, and we're now waiting to see what happens, because this area is being defended. Oh, goodness me, look at that. And look at that. Perfect. Lieutenant Gamer killed by a cadet. It just doesn't get any funnier than that. So, congratulations to Gamer for maintaining his track record of being murdered by cadets. And me as well. I managed to kill him in the battle when I was playing with the 4E. So if you saw that on Malekith's video, then I would... And speaking of amusing team kills, there goes Malekith. Sven Hutman is about to be demoted from private first class to private no class, but never mind. So, as you can see, these things happen. It's, you know, you never know what's going to happen. This is all part of the fun of the game, which is why I love the fact that these guys still have team killing switched on in so many games. Oh, dear. Oh, crikey. Oh, that's painful. Oh, that's so painful. Bodies sliding down. Oh, no. Look at that. More killing from the 4E as they charge in. Oh, no. Red Storm. Oh, bad landing by Red Storm. As what's left of the 4E drops to the floor. Sven Hutzman, and who's this? Is that's Jelja? Yes, Jelja also. Oh, look at that! So there we go. More killing by Naze Blaze from the 37th Artillery, taking out members of the 78th as the KOA NR7 make their way up towards the ladder. They're pushing very carefully. They're about to take some bullet fire. We're watching Lindblom. This is the tough gig, being the first man up the ladder. Always a tough gig. Was that Klinkerhoff? Klinkenhoff. Okay. I thought that might have been a General von Klinkerhoffen. So for those of you who have never seen Hello, Hello, should investigate. So You can see now it looks like the Brits are making quite a significant push. Here are the Black Bruns moving in. A little bit of fire coming down. Oh my goodness, look at this. Look at this. The 78th and the 77Y. Absolutely mad. Look at that. Oh, and Doombringer. Okay. Let's see. So, you can see them defending. So that's the portcullis. The control for the portcullis is up there. And you can see Bill the Butcher making his way in. Now, obviously, they're capturing the flag. So there's, from the 70th, Gunther holding on to the flag. And you've now got, this is interesting, you've got Lieutenant Gaz moving out. And it looks like they're going for this cannon team here. So the cannon team looking to try and take out Chaz and Matty from the NR8 here. So you can see them now moving over. Let's see if he's got any support coming up. No support coming up from the bottom there. So it'll be interesting to see how that goes. The 4E moving in yet again. As you can see, flags dropped on the outside. No breaches on the front thus far. All the breaches are actually on the sides. So let's see who's here. There is Klinkenhoff again. So we're just waiting to see what happens. Look at all that smoke. See, they're close to breaching this front section, but still not quite there. Let's see who's that gentleman who just jumped outside. So look at all these breaches. These guys over there are doing a fantastic job with the cannon. They're just turning this area into Swiss cheese. So poor old Klinkenhoff taken out there. And let's see how these guys are getting on. So there obviously is the Black Bruns doing a great job of reducing the side of this fort to mush. And you can see them now moving over. There we go. Thomas killing Sticky Rubber. Oh, lovely. Stabbed by Dino Spirit. As it looks like a little bit of... oh, he looks like he just caught a bayonet there as well. So Dino Spirit backing off as his teammate tries to deal with Freezer 21 from the 77Y. Currently a private. He looks like he's defending. Oh, but unfortunately gets taken down by Merc Nanny. And you can see now there are loads of Scotsmen in the fort. Look out, everyone. Look out. And that's one less Scotsman. Well, technically two less Scotsmen, but we won't quibble with details like this. Now, over to the north side of the fort, as you can see. Now, you've got Gaz and a small detachment awaiting up here. So, essentially, any teams that come down here, they have to get to that cannon area. So, they've got Tommy Lee, who's basically acting as a single guard on that cannon. Correction, there's Bill the Butcher also then defending that area. So, two guys out them to defend and, not so much defend, but to deny that cannon and to then also let them know that they might be under attack. So, that's a good plan there. So Gaz doing his thing, so to speak. The remaining members of his regiment now moving out. Who's this outside? So there's Corporal Ryan who's outside. And you've also got another guy out here. There's Soldat Gunther. And this is the moment that they might have been waiting for. This could be the moment for them to shine. Here we go. It's now a four-man team. Dutch ref, Tommy Lee, Bill the Butcher, and Sven Hutman, who are defending the Northern Church. Let's wait and see what happens. Now, the question is, who are they going up against? It is Klinkenhoff. General Klinkenhoff. Look at that. Very young for General. But, you know, we won't argue with such things. As Bill the Butcher punches Sven Hutman to death. Oh, dear. How did that happen? Bill? How did that happen, you bad Bill? Bad Bill. So you can see here, there's Dutch ref. There we go. Oh no, who's this? Who's this? Corporal Ryan is out of position. He's dodging out of the way. And that's what happens when you get in the way of people trying to defend. So, learning experience for Corporal Ryan. There we go. Fire going as these guys trying to defend the bridge against the pushing Brits. Loads of fire coming in. One of the Frenchmen taken down. Bill the Butcher. Tommy Lee also taken down. Who is the last man standing? Let's watch Cadet Dutch ref. Watch the edge of the cliff. Ah, poor Dutch ref. Overwhelmed by sheer weight of numbers. However, this guy does not appear to be dealing with anything. Oh! Gamer, gamer, gamer. One of these days, Gamer's actually going to kill somebody and not get team killed himself. But, you know, it's... What can I say? That, you know, the man has a face that people want to shoot, be it his friends or his enemies. So you can see now... Oh, look, that wall's a bit damaged. You can see here, more fire coming in. You can see, oh, look at this. Right up the middle, and there we go. Time is out, boys and girls. Stabby goodness is occurring. Very, very, very hard fought to attack this. And we are now swapping teams and moving on to the next round. And so we return with the second round as we look out into the flowing seas and then turn to look at the British spawn. And what can I see but rows and rows and rows of Scottish people. Oh, goodness me, look at that. So, this bunch of reprobates is the 77Y. And so you've got the 78th in there as well. And the 70th. Colonel Cuddles, great name, love it. There's Gunter in there as well. Who are these fine? There's the 78th, so... Ah, aren't they all wonderful? So, they are now having to deal with tons of Scots people, which is always a dangerous thing. And Klinkenhoff is having technical problems with the door. That's the thing, is people open the door, close the door, sometimes they bug out slightly, so... And there is Major Malekith, looking fine in his bonny bonnet. And, wow, Joseph is dead already. Interesting. So, here we go. This is what they're after. Look, you can see them taking out the defensive areas here. And the Bong Ripper is on the mortar. That is going to be nasty. As post is delivered to me. Isn't that nice? So, you've got people going up the ladder already. Look at this. Snarfy making his way up the ladder. Looking for the enemy. Waiting for an opportunity to shoot. Is he going to shoot? And more to the point, why is no one looking at the ladder? Poor Snarfy. Now the trouble is it means that this ladder is now subject to a sudden attack. So you can see now loads of guys over here, all bunching up unfortunately. So this is the Black Bruns. All it's going to take is one mortar right in the middle of them and they're all history. And if anyone's going to do that, it's going to be the 77Y. There's Gaz. Firing on the ladder. Oh, loads of dead Scots people, including Super Scots. Bit of stab, bit of stab, bit of stab, and a little bit of stab. And we are now following members of the 70th. There's Cuddles. Oh, Cuddles has survived. Gets back onto the ladder and falls to his death. Ah, oh, poor Cuddles. Oh, well, never mind. Look at this. Look, look. There are people in... Oh, my goodness. What is going on? Why is that portcullis open? There are people... There are Brits in the building, in the area already. Look, Bravehead just made it in there as well. You've got this guy in there as well. There's Patton and English Beef also in there. Crikey, they need to close that. Yeah, they need to close that portcullis. Hurry up! Aww. Oh dear, one guy left out. Who wasn't quick enough? John Oxford wasn't quick enough, so he is now the... Oh, there we go. They've opened the portcullis for him. Isn't that nice? Isn't that lovely? So, there we go. All the defenders now... Whoa, what did... How did Jelger get in here? There's a Jelger on the loose. There's a wild Jelger roaming around the fort. Look out, everyone. He'll bite. And he'll probably team kill. But, how is this possible? How is this possible that a wild, rabid Jelger is now charging around the fort? What is going on? The universe cannot handle this paradox. It's just, oh my goodness. How is he still alive, Jelger? Goodness me. Wow. That gentleman is going clutch. That is just amazing. Look at that. The corpse of the late departed Jelger. So, that was pretty cool, I have to say. Now, Ignore the text. The text is a lie. And you can see the cannons making their way over to here. So you notice what they did is they cleared out that area really effectively. But the trouble is now you've got all these guys trying to their best to defend against the 77Y as they are now making their way up the ladder. So they have now stopped this mortar. But worse than that, it means that they can now use this mortar against troops within the fort. So the Black Bruns trying their best to defend against the attackers. And let's see who's in there. There's Abercrombie in with a few teammates. This could be a stabbing situation. Oh, there we go. So Korskia, and there's Major Malekith chopping up stuff. And oh, look at that, a breach. That's quite nice. Now, obviously, they don't want to go in there. But where are they looking to breach is the question. So, yeah, it looks like they're looking to breach, maybe jump off that ladder there. Have to wait and see. Aha! There's a Andy Murray there. And this is where a lot of people are attacking from. Look at that. Oh, heavens. So the cannon from the North Church is the way to go. Who are the cannoneers of choice? Ah, the rubberized one, of course. And Slayer Boy, working from the Northern Church. So, looking good so far. They're going for that breach there. And Pedro is outside from the 70th as well. And there's Gunter as well from the 70th. They're looking for an opportunity to get in there. But you've still got Brits on the wall. The likes of H.E. Pennypacker. And Bravehead now making his way down the stairs and getting shot in the face. Aha, look at this. Plenty of Scottish persons, led by Gaz. And a lovely team kill there from the Blackburns. Poor old 4E, never mind. So there we go, look at that. The breach has been made. Now it's not the easiest breach to get through because of those stairs. However, they have pushed that ladder back down now, and the guys are setting up themselves in a lovely little fusillade selection here. So those guys are doing their best to deal with the breach on the far left-hand side of the fort. The cannons remain. More Brits coming in here. Up the ladder. And then, oh dear, dealing with the enemy. Outraged Bunny just died. Poor old Outraged Bunny. And it's Gelger again! What the hell? Oh. They need a sign on the fort saying, beware of rabid Gelgers. Very, very scary. So, he's obviously made it in there. You can see them making it up the ladder. We're watching members of the Brit forces. Those scary Scotsmen. With Outraged Bunny and Colonel Cuddles at the rear. So there's Colonel Cuddles making his way out, along with Pedro as well. So, let's follow them as they make their way up to the left-hand side. Now that's a point. We haven't spoken to these guys. Found out what's going on. Oh dear, Cadet Tommy Lee taking out the Budgenator. Who are the cannon men? Charlie the Turtle, with his backup. Strelane from the light infantry. Who goes AFK in front of a mortar? Smart people, as somebody said. Anyway, so you can see now, these guys who are moving up, there is a definitive breach on the left-hand side of the fort. So these guys are going to have to run the gauntlet of the likes of these fine fellows from the 37th, the Devil, or Tellhill Devil, the Little Devil, I think we'd call him. So you can see them now moving in. There's Andy Murray trying to move in, coming under multiple bayonet stabbing. Poor old Andy Murray didn't get very far as they're charging into the breach on the right-hand side here. Fire also supporting from the rear. You can see them now going up onto a ladder on the left-hand side, and Avior getting up there to that particular area to try and open up that portcullis to let more members in. Now, the Little Devil, he's got to be careful. There we go. Who's he fighting against? There's Natter. And behind it's Bifrodo. Can he... Oh, Natter with a nice kill into the Little Devil. Now, oh, look at this. Look at this. They're into the flag. Another cannon breach. Look at that. Fantastic stuff. They're into the inner keep, boys and girls. They're into the inner keep. Who's going clutch in the middle there? Who is this person? Let's see. Oh, it's Rickamaroo. Mr. Melee himself. Oh, my goodness. Look at him go. Oh, this is brutal. This is Rickamaroo doing what he does best. Absolute melee, fantastic, but he's cornered. He's cornered. He's got to get himself out of there as best he can. Oh, he's doing a fantastic job here. He's defending himself, but too many against Rickamaroo. Wow. Wow. There's a guy who knows how to melee in this game. A very, very scary man. Cadet Spider. Sven Hutman. Draga and Needle Knoll Muir. So, you can see here, Cadet Ultimate Me. Hello. Charles Vassar from the 4E. And 37th Foot. Now, the problem is they're going to have to get as many people defending this area because the 77Y are going to do what the 77Y and the 70th always do, which is flood them with sheer weight of numbers. So, these doors probably going to get taken down. They're looking to put another breach into this section here as well. And they are going to come pouring in probably from one side or t'other. So let's see if we can find out. Robert Clive. Colonel Cuddles. So you can see up the top here. Who's that having a fight on the cliff? Marksman Textilim. Oh, lovely stab, sir. Lovely stab. Oh, good block. Goes in for another stab. Who's he? Oh, dog just gets knocked down. Poor old Textilim dies. And there we go, Demon Dan, Bombardier Demon Dan, sneaking up behind, or having himself snuck on by Token, and recovering there. So we can see on the inside of the fort here, melee combat going on all over the place. There's Poppleton dealing with Matty, and there's Merc Naney, oh, taking out Professional Troll with a lovely stab. Ah, defensive flutage from Tiago Favela. I think that's how it's pronounced. The Regimental Sergeant Major. And doesn't he look wonderful? Head banging stuff, isn't it? Anyway. So let's see what's going on here as more people dying as the Brits try and make their way in. Look at this, but this is where all the action is going to be focused. Because if I know the 77Y and Mal, and unfortunately I do, they're going to push pretty hard pretty soon into this area. And then it will be like trying to deal with a massive tsunami of water. That's not going to be what you call a pleasant experience. The Bong Ripper with a nice kill. And you can see them already dropping mortars here on the inside keep area. As you've got members of the Black Bruns up on the walls. There we go. There's Mark's Umbra in there as well. And Fanar Squirrel, I think that's how it's pronounced. And more of the Brits making their way round the back. Avior taken out, unfortunately. Poppleton making his way through. Who's that? Abercrampy in there. Abercrampy getting in there, doing his thing. He's stabbing. Oh, look at that. Is he going to go clutch? Kill as many... No, he's not. Sorry, Abby. But, yeah, poor old Abe. Now, who's this? Lakotas trying to defend against some artillerymen. Now, how's he not pushed him off the cliff? Oh, one kill. Now, who's he going after? Oh, no, he's not going after Sticky Rubber at all. So, Sticky Rubber very happy, dancing for his friend. Very successful that he has saved his life. And Mr. Rubber can now continue with his artillery as Bong Ripper takes down Malekith and Matrix Man. So, a commander and a cadet in one shot. That's what you call 2 for win. 2 for 2 double. What's up, Malekith? Yeah, hit every single cannonball. Every single cannonball he fires probably got, "What's up, dude?" on his cannonball. But, you know. And Gamer actually got killed by the enemy. What's going on? So, as you can see, Corporal Robin here. And Marksman Requiem. You can see here. Now, so you can see them building up. I'm surprised they don't have any engineers in there to build up, because that would be helpful if they could actually build up more stuff there. But you would have to wait and see. Now, let's see what's going on the other side of the fort. Because you can see here, the northern side of the fort is pretty much under the control of the 77Y and the 70th. So, yeah, these guys pouring their numbers in. So you can see Malekith now making his way up to the main gate, through this main gate, through the now open portcullis, which means they can essentially pour through this doorway here, make their way round the back, under fire, and then charge through this extremely small doorway. Now, it could be that they'll either charge through that doorway, or they might circumvent it entirely and go for that breach, or what is soon to be that breach, courtesy of your cannoneering friends over in the corner there. So, let's just wait and see what happens. As we are now watching members of the 77Y and friends, Rastafari, sorry, and Cadet Spitter 12, doing his best to defend. Oh, nice stab indeed, sir. Good stuff. Come on, Spitter. Don't kill your teammates, Spid. Let's get old Spider 12. Oh, poor Spider. Killed by a member of the 1TE. It was seen to be a heroic attack. There's Lortano making his move in. How is Philippe not looking behind him where there's loads of Scottish people? Dear oh dear. What's going on? So, as you can see, the Black Bruns are defending the flag, as are many members of the French contingent. So there we go, Charles Vassar from the 4E, and more Black Bruns in there as well. There's more members. Oh, look at that, Nazeblaze taking out members of the 77Y as they are attacking. Who's this? Connaput. The late Connaput. Always happens every time I observe somebody, they get killed. So that means we need to try and observe Mal. No, that's Gaz. So let's wait and see. Is that Mal? Yeah, there we go. So we'll observe Mal and hopefully he'll get killed. Because otherwise the rule of broadcasters, you know, is that the observer cam is a killer. You know? And pretty much it's a 100% mortality rate, I have to say. So there's Mao trying to make his way up the side of the hill. Making his way, so he's giving the command, get in there, move in, don't stand and fire, just get in there and stab people. So you can see, there we go, there's the second breach in there as well. They're getting rid of those, he's taking pot shots at guys on top of the flag. Get in there and melee, and there we go. So, congratulations, Malekith. The observer cam currently with a 100% kill rate. As we're watching, what's going on here? What is Barb's doing? So it looks like he's been moving house. Now these guys need to get in there rather quickly because the flag is under a bit of pressure. So there's Lindblom in there as well. What's going on? Oh, look at that. Who's that? Who's that evil Scotsman? Oh, goodness me. There we go. I think that was Poppleton there. Going nutty. Who's this? Oh, that was a member of the 78th, I believe. So, look at that. Cannons come flying in. So it means they've got a way of clearing out the defenders, which is a good thing. Especially with 1 minute and 35 seconds left on the clock. To be honest, this is a very, very hard map to attack. Because of the multiple layers of the fort, the width of the walls, and how far they've actually got to come. So, technically speaking, from the point of view of attacking, this is really the better distance, or the better area to attack, because there's less distance to go to get to the flag. Over the other side, you can still put a serious amount of pressure in. This is where most of their forces are coming from. So you can see them, a little bit of moving house. There's Dutch in from the 37th foot, taking pot shots at people who are not paying attention to what's going on. But he's got such a small aiming window, so to speak. You can't really do much there. However, these cannoneers are being well defended. The 5th Brigade, 95th. Oh, lovely stuff. Captain Huey taking out Locutus there. And you can see, obviously, the 95th, Pollock. There's Naze Blaze from the 37th. There, of course, is the Bong himself. And there goes a high explosive Bong. Good stuff indeed. Oh, that was so close. Poor old Captain Huey there nearly caught a bullet from one of the members of the 77Y. What's going on in here? Anything? Yes, somebody's blocking the door, so he got stabbed in the back. And this is where George Smollett, the 70... Oh, look at this. Look at this. There's Robert Clive from the 78th trying to make a push up to the ladder. And if I'm right in thinking, there are people on the ladder. Yes, there are. H.E. Pennypacker's on the ladder. Colonel Jigsaw is on the ladder. Look at that. They're defending it. Oh, no. 2 of them got taken down. Oh, what's going on? Can Pennypacker deal with it? Oh, there we go. We've got Zaib in there as well. 2 members on the flag stand. And more members of the Brits now making it into the flag stand. Not enough French people over here defending. And the flag is dropping to the floor. And the United Kingdom captured the fort. Only just. Wow. There you go, boys and girls. That has been the siege battle.